You've clicked many lessons before, but none like this. This is not just a video, it's the beginning of your transformation in English. Welcome, everyone. This is not just another English learning video. This is the most honest, most emotional, and most powerful guide for anyone who is learning English alone. Think of nights when you sat with your phone, searching case answers, feeling your heart sink as English felt bigger than you. This video speaks there. Maybe you're learning without a teacher. Maybe you don't go to any class. Maybe you don't even have the right environment to speak English. You scroll through groups, watch countless tutorials. But when it's your turn to talk, silence takes over. The loneliness of effort burns inside you. Maybe you've tried before. You downloaded apps. You followed pages. You even joined online groups. But still, when it's time to speak, your mind goes blank. Your lips hesitate, your chest tightens, and your spirit whispers, "Not again." These are the moments that break confidence, but also shape determination. Your mouth doesn't move, and suddenly, you feel small. I understand that pain. I know that feeling. I know what it's like to sit alone. Every learner carries a private storm of self-doubt. The mirror feels heavy, the voice feels weak, and still the heart wants to continue forward and think. Why is everyone else speaking better than me? Why am I still not fluent? Is something wrong with me? But I'm here to tell you, that question has haunted millions. It lingers like a shadow. But the truth is softer, stronger, and waiting to lift you from silence into confidence. You are not broken. Your brain is not the problem. Your background is not the problem. Your accent, your age, your country, none of that matters. What matters is your fire, the rhythm you build daily. Success is not magic. It is crafted by habit, by daily sparks of discipline. The only thing that matters is this: your daily practice, your discipline, and the methods you use. In this video, I'm going to show you how to master English alone without a class, without a teacher, and without even downloading another app. And no, I'm not going to give you boring grammar lessons. I'm going to give you real-life techniques that actually work, that I've seen work, and that will change your life if you stay consistent. Pause here and feel it. No tricks, no overpriced courses, only truth spoken to empower your journey. The world may sell dreams. Here, you gain tools. This is the truth that no one tells you. Not influencers, not teachers, not courses, because most people want to sell you something. But I want to give you something, a system that works, a voice that believes in you, a video you will remember forever. So take a deep breath. Close your eyes for a second. Feel your heartbeat steady. This is more than English. It is self-respect, courage, and the decision not to quit. Open your ears, and most importantly, open your heart. Listen to this video till the very end, and I promise by the time you finish, you will no longer feel confused. You will no longer feel weak. You will no longer feel alone. And if this video helps you, even a little bit, please subscribe to our channel, Read and Learn English, and tell us in the comments. I'm ready to master English alone. Part 1. Build a mindset, not a schedule. Let me start with a hard truth. Fluent English doesn't begin with grammar. It begins with belief. Every English learner, especially the ones learning alone, always ask me, how many hours should I study every day? Should I study in the morning or at night? We often chase the perfect time, the secret formula, hoping that a new timetable will unlock fluency. But fluency is not hidden in the clock. How much grammar do I need to learn? And my answer is always the same. Forget your schedule. Build your mindset. Here's why this matters. Because mindset is the soil where fluency grows. Without belief, every rule, every lesson, Every hour of effort falls into emptiness and doubt. You can make a perfect timetable. You can write study from 5 o'clock a.m. to 7 a.m. You can download every English app. You can watch hundreds of English videos. Yet even with the perfect plan, fear can still choke your voice. Your calendar cannot speak for you. Your heart and belief must lead. But if you don't believe you can actually become fluent, if you still think you are bad at English, if you still think English is difficult, then no schedule will save you. Doubt is the heaviest chain. Belief is the only key that sets your mouth free to speak without fear. If you keep saying, "I'll never speak like native speakers," "I'm too old," "My English is not good enough," then even 5 hours of study will do nothing, because your brain will block your mouth. Your fear will block your fluency. Your doubt will kill your growth. So what's the solution? You need to create a new identity. Say this with me right now. I am not a learner. I am a speaker. I am not just learning English. I am living in English. This is what I call the mindset of ownership. Here's how to apply it in your real life. Don't wait for study time. Every moment is English time. When you're walking, thinking, cooking, dreaming, make English part of it. When you make mistakes, smile. Think of it like music playing softly while you live your day. English becomes your soundtrack. Each mistake is a note that builds your song. Mistakes mean you're growing. If you're not making mistakes, you're not learning. Stop thinking, "I am weak at English." Start thinking, "I am becoming stronger every day." Your strength is not measured by perfect grammar. It is measured by courage to speak when your voice trembles. That courage builds unshakable fluency. And here's the mistake most learners make. They think, if I study 2 hours every day, I'll be fluent in 6 months. No, time is not your teacher. Consistency is your first rule from today. No 0 English days, not even 1. Even if you say just 3 sentences. Consistency builds bridges where motivation collapses. You may not see progress each day, but silence multiplies. Small, consistent practice compounds into unshakable fluency over time. In English to yourself, watch one short video and repeat one line. Write just one small paragraph. That's enough because English is not a subject. It is not trapped in textbooks. It breathes in conversations, in thoughts, in whispered prayers. Treat it as a living skill, not a lifeless rule. It's a skill, and skills grow with daily action, not just study. So remember this. You don't need a schedule. You need a system. Systems are habits that survive even when you're tired. They protect you from excuses. They carry you forward when discipline feels heavy. Fluency loves systems. You need daily action. You need to believe in yourself even when no one else does, because you are not just learning English. You are transforming. Each word you speak is a brick in the foundation of a stronger self. Every sentence reshapes who you are becoming. You are becoming someone new, someone who thinks in English, speaks without fear, and learns without limits. Mindset is more important than grammar. Don't study English. Live in English. Speak every day, even if no one is listening. Never have a 0 English day. Start believing. I am not trying. Feel that shift in your chest. From hesitant learner to unapologetic speaker. The difference is not ability, but identity. Speakers claim their place. Daily. To speak English. I am a speaker. Part 2. Talk to yourself. You are your first English partner. Let's begin with the truth no one tells you. Your reflection is your classroom. Your whisper is your teacher. Your thoughts are your textbook. You already carry everything needed to begin right now. Alone. You don't need a speaking partner to speak English. In fact, if you're waiting for someone to speak with you, you will stay silent forever. Think of people waiting for perfect weather before planting seeds. They starve waiting. Those who plant now harvest later. Speaking begins today. With yourself. Because waiting for the perfect English-speaking friend, the ideal partner, the right situation, it's just another form of procrastination. The truth is, you already have a treasure no one can take, your own voice. It costs nothing. It waits patiently. Yet so many learners forget to use it daily. The best English partner in the world. That partner is you. Listen carefully. Your mouth is not waiting for someone else. It's waiting for you to give it permission to speak. Your brain is not scared of English. It's scared of judgment. But if you speak to yourself, there's no one to shame you, no eyes to fear, no laughter to wound, just the pure freedom of practice. Raw and honest, every day. No one to judge you, no one to laugh, no one to say you're wrong, no one to stop your flow. So what you gain is priceless. The ability to breathe English without weight, to trust yourself, to flow with language without chains of fear or silence. Do you get? You get the freedom to practice English without fear. When you talk to yourself in English, you build fluency because you're practicing real speaking, confidence because no one is watching or correcting you, muscle memory. Your mouth begins to remember English, automatic thinking. You stop translating, and when translation ends, freedom begins. Language becomes natural, not forced. Thoughts turn into speech with ease, and the world finally hears your true voice. And start thinking in English. Speed. Your speaking becomes faster and smoother without pressure. And most importantly, you start trusting your voice. Think of it like learning to swim. The pool is empty, no crowd watching. You splash, you move, you fail, you rise. Slowly, you learn to float free. Like this. You don't learn to ride a bicycle by reading a book. You learn by getting on the bike and moving. Same with English. Your muscles don't care for theory. They grow through action. Your voice is no different. Every attempt, shaky or strong, builds balance and movement. You don't learn to speak by just watching videos. You learn to speak by speaking, even if it's just with yourself. Even whispering counts. Even silence can be broken by whispers. Even whispers grow into words. And words, repeated daily, grow into fluency that no fear can kill. Even speaking in your mind counts. Even speaking in the mirror counts. Every little moment adds up. How to do it? Here's your daily routine. These tiny practices are seeds. Day after day, they root deeper. One morning you'll realize you no longer translate. You simply live through English. To talk to yourself in English. It's called the 4W method. Simple and powerful. Step 1. What are you doing? Whenever you do something, describe it in English. Examples. I'm brushing my teeth now. I'm boiling water. I'm opening the window. The weather is hot today. You don't need big sentences. Just describe your actions like a narrator of your life. This builds instant fluency because you're connecting action with language. Step 2. What are you thinking? Every time you have a thought, express it in English. Examples. I feel lazy today. I'm worried about tomorrow's meeting. I'm happy I completed my task. Your thoughts are passing clouds. When you capture them in English, they stop drifting. They turn into clear sentences that strengthen both mind and language. This helps your emotions and English grow together. Most learners never connect emotions to English. But when you do this, English becomes your true language. Language tied to emotion lasts longer. A sentence born from your heart is remembered forever. That's why laughter, anger, joy in English makes fluency stronger. Of life, not just a subject. Step 3. What do you see around you? Wherever you are. Describe your surroundings in English. Examples. There's a dog sitting near the gate. I see a white car parked outside. A man is wearing a blue shirt and talking on the phone. Turn your eyes into teachers. Every corner, every detail, every stranger becomes part of your vocabulary. The world itself transforms into your English classroom. This builds observation vocabulary, which is extremely useful in real conversations. You don't need new grammar rules. You need new eyes. Eyes that look at the world through English. Step 4. What will you do next? Talk about your next actions. Examples. Now, I will make some tea. After that, I'll read a few pages of my book. Then I'll go for a walk. This gives you control over future tense planning and fluid speech. Predicting aloud shapes your fluency. Each spoken plan becomes both practice and preparation. The more you anticipate in English, the more natural it feels tomorrow. You're not just practicing English, you're training your brain to think ahead in English. Every evening, stand in front of a mirror, look into your eyes, and talk. Hey, how was your day? What did you do today? What did you learn? What are you feeling? What are you proud of? The mirror reflects not only your face, but also your courage. Speaking to yourself is rehearsal for the world, a safe arena to grow. It might feel silly at first, but soon this will become your daily self-coaching session in English. You'll see progress in your eyes. You'll hear fluency in your voice. And most importantly, you will not be afraid of English anymore. Your new English rule from today: I will talk. Fear begins to fade the moment you speak without audience. Alone, but brave. You prove to yourself that fluency belongs in your mouth, not imagination. To myself in English every day, no matter what, even if it's for 1 minute, even if it's just 2 lines, even if whispers count, broken words count, shaky sentences count. What matters is not perfection, but persistence. Even raindrops carve stone by falling every day without fail. You're whispering while sitting alone. Do it. Do it with faith. Do it with consistency. Do it with love. Don't do this. Don't wait. Courage grows not from waiting, but from daring. Each small act of speaking is a brick removed from the wall of fear surrounding your fluency. For someone to speak with you, don't say, I can't speak because I don't have friends. Don't wait for perfect sentences. Speak broken. Speak raw. Fluency is forged in raw beginnings, not polished finishes. A cracked voice today becomes confident tomorrow. A broken phrase today becomes eloquent later. Start messy. Speak anyway, because English doesn't come from perfection. It comes from repetition. You were born with a voice. You don't need anyone's permission to use it. Permission is your own gift to yourself. Use it freely. Speak every day, and the world will eventually hear the strength you already carry inside. Use that voice every day, every moment, because the best way to speak English is to start speaking it now, even if it's just, your silence has waited long enough. Words inside you deserve air, deserve sound, deserve courage. Start now. Begin with yourself, but never end with silence. With yourself? Because in the beginning, you are your only English teacher. You are your only English student, and you are your only English partner. This is the beauty of independence. You carry teacher, learner, partner within. No excuses, no delays. Everything needed to grow is already in your hands. Train that voice, love that voice, and never silence it again. So speak to yourself every day, no matter what. Use the 4W method. Every repetition shapes not only your language, but your identity. What once was doubt turns into pride. What once was silence becomes a daily song. What you do, think, see, and plan. Mirror talk builds confidence and fluency. Don't wait for a speaking partner. Be your own. Fluency comes from self-trust. The moment you stop waiting for others, your fluency becomes unstoppable. Independence is not lonely. It is the birthplace of mastery and strength. From your own voice, use it. Part 3. Repeat, repeat, repeat. Fluency is repetition, not perfection. Let's start with a painful truth. Most English learners want new treasures daily, forgetting that true mastery comes from polishing old ones. Fluency is not collected like coins. It is built like muscles. Through repetition, are not bad at English. They're just addicted to new things and allergic to repetition. They want a new word every day, a new grammar, rule every day, a new trick, a new tip, a new method. What repetition really means? Repetition doesn't mean boring. It means becoming faster. Repetition is the heartbeat of fluency. Each beat makes your words flow stronger. Each cycle brings confidence. Without it, knowledge dies before it reaches speech, stronger and more natural. Let me give you an example. A pianist doesn't learn 100 songs in 1 week. He plays the same song 100 times. The piano sings smoother each time. Likewise, your mouth gains rhythm through revisiting. Not rushing, familiarity breeds speed, confidence, and the beauty of effortless expression. A boxer doesn't learn 50 moves every day. He practices the same punch until it becomes automatic. A singer doesn't sing new songs every hour. Masters do not chase endless novelty. They sharpen one blade until it cuts perfectly. So must you sharpen sentences until they flow without hesitation or thought. She sings the same lines again and again until the voice becomes perfect. So why do English learners think they can learn a word once? Without repetition, language slips away like sand in water. With repetition, it carves into your mind like stone. This is the true path of fluency. And remember it forever? Doesn't work like that. Your brain needs repetition. Your mouth needs repetition. Your memory needs repetition. Your fluency needs repetition. Why repetition is your superpower? Repetition creates what scientists call automatic recall. That means when you hear something, your brain responds instantly. When you want to speak, the words come without delay. When you write, the sentence flows without thinking too much. It's like driving a car. At first, you check the mirror, grip the wheel nervously, think about every turn. But after practice, your hands move naturally. English works the same way. You think gear, brake, mirror, turn, but after practice, you drive without thinking. Same with English. At first, you say, I go to the market, but after repetition, it becomes, I'm going to the market. Natural, easy, smooth. Every time you repeat a word or sentence, a new connection is created in your brain. That connection gets stronger the more you use it. After enough repetition, your brain doesn't remember the word. It just knows it, like breathing, like blinking, like spelling. Fluency becomes instinct. You no longer drag words from memory. They flow freely, without hesitation, without resistance. It's like brushing your teeth. You don't think about it anymore. You just do it. That's fluency. Fluency is not remembering faster. Fluency is freedom from remembering. Words live in you, not outside you. Repetition transforms English from a subject you chase into a voice that belongs to you, not needing to remember because it's already automatic. The trap of always learning new words. Let's say you learn a new word today. Reluctant. It means not willing or not wanting to do something. You feel excited. Next day, you learn perplexed. Next day, compassionate. Next day, authentic. Next day, versatile. But excitement without repetition is an empty flame. The words fade, leaving you frustrated. Only consistent practice engraves them deep enough to stay alive forever. You feel smart, but 5 days later, you forget them all. Why? Because you never repeated them. Learning without repetition is like writing on water. Your effort looks beautiful for a second, but disappears before anyone notices. Repetition is the pen that carves meaning into stone, unshakable and permanent. It disappears in seconds, but repeating something 20, 50, 100 times, it's like carving it into stone. It stays forever. Let me show you. The Fluency Repetition System, the most powerful English practice system ever designed for solo learners. It has 4 steps. Step 1. Choose one simple sentence. A small step that carries power. One short line can transform your fluency if repeated with passion. Start small, repeat often, grow naturally. Fluency loves this. Pick one short, useful sentence from a real conversation, movie, YouTube video, or anything you enjoy. Example: I don't know what to say. Don't overcomplicate. Keep it human. Keep it alive. One practical sentence spoken well 100 times is worth more than 100 rare words spoken once. Choose big grammar. Don't choose 10 sentences. Start with 1. Step 2. Repeat it 50 times. Say it slowly, then faster, then with feeling. Then, repetition is not punishment, it's rehearsal. Actors, singers, athletes repeat endlessly before stepping on stage. Why should your English deserve less discipline, less devotion, less practice? With different emotions? Happy, I don't know what to say. Sad, I don't know what to say. Angry, I don't know what to say. Each feeling injects life into the line. Repetition with emotion rewires your brain, making sentences yours, not borrowed. Fluency comes alive when words carry heart. Confused, I don't know what to say. Feel the line in your mouth. Let your tongue memorize it. Repeat it until your mouth can say it without your brain. Step 3. Use it in real life. Now use that line somewhere in your self-talk, in your mirror talk, in daily situations. Test your fluency more than lessons ever can. A phrase repeated and then applied becomes permanent. Action cements knowledge like nails hold wood. Your journal, in a fake conversation you imagine, in your daily routine, even whispering counts. Example: my friend sent me a message and I hesitated, but then remembered, I don't know what to say. Suddenly the phrase had power. Suddenly it belonged to me, not just the textbook page. Didn't know what to say. She asked about my day. I don't know what to say. I saw something weird on TV. I don't know what to say. This makes the sentence alive. It becomes a part of you. Step 4. Review plus rotate. Day 1. Learn plus repeat. Day 2. Repeat again plus use again. Day 3. Add a new sentence, but still repeat the old one. Day 4. Speak both together. Layering builds fluency like bricks stack into walls. Each sentence supports the next. Old ones remain strong, new ones rise. Repetition is architecture for language. After 10 days, you'll have 10 sentences, but each one will be inside your muscle memory. You won't just know them, you'll own them. Owned sentences don't vanish under pressure. In real conversations, they appear naturally. Confidence grows because your brain is no longer searching. It is delivering without hesitation. Example of 10 sentences to master. What's going on here? I'm not sure about that. Let me think for a second. That makes sense. These are phrases you will use everywhere. Work, travel, friendships. Master them, and English becomes less about learning and more about living freely every day. I totally agree with you. Can you explain that again? I'm just a little confused. Let's try something else. This is not what I expected. I'll take care of it. Repeat each one 50 to 100 times over the week. Soon you'll be speaking real English without fear. Hesitation or repetition builds not just memory, but reflex. When situations surprise you, these sentences rise automatically. Fluency is not magic. It is muscle memory earned by persistence. Doubt, the real problem. People feel bored when repeating. That's where mindset comes in. Repetition is not boring. It's the gym for your mouth. Think of the athlete in training. Sweat, repetition, routine. They may look dull, but the glory arrives on the stage. When discipline bursts into effortless performance, a lazy person says, "I already know that." A fluent speaker says, "Let me say it again. Better, faster, smoother." If you feel bored, remember, fluency blooms in the ordinary. Mastery is hidden inside simple lines, spoken repeatedly until they shine. Every strong voice was once built in repetition. Remember this. Every time you repeat, you become stronger. Every time you repeat, your mouth gets sharper. Every time you repeat, you become more fluent. Consistency transforms the ordinary into extraordinary. The same words today become lightning tomorrow. Repetition is not waste, it is investment. Growing interest in your fluency account. You don't need more English material. You don't need 500 new words. You don't need another tip or trick. What you need is the courage to repeat, the discipline to repeat, the hunger to repeat, not once, not twice, but again and again and again until one day you will surprise yourself. Words will fly out effortlessly, as natural as laughter. That day will come because of today's repetitions, today's courage, today's practice. Open your mouth and the words flow out like water. That is fluency, and that's what you are training for. So fluency comes from repetition, not from learning new things every day. Repeat one sentence 50 plus times until it becomes automatic. Practice with emotion, speed, and daily life examples. Think of it like a favorite song. You sing it again and again. Never bored. Until the melody lives inside you, English works the same. Repetition builds confidence, speed, and long-term memory. Be proud to repeat. It's the secret of every master. Part 4. The 3X method. Listen, copy, speak. Masters across fields, actors, athletes, musicians, use repetition and imitation. Language is no different. To sound natural, you must train your ear, your tongue, your rhythm. Let's start with a powerful truth. Most people think reading is enough to learn English, but reading doesn't train your mouth. Reading doesn't train your ears. Silent reading feeds the mind, but fluency needs the voice. Without practice, your lips remain stiff, your ears miss rhythm, your flow breaks under pressure. Reading doesn't train your speaking flow. That's why people who read a lot still freeze when it's time to talk. They understand everything in their heads, but their mouths betray them. This gap between knowing and speaking is where fluency dies. And the only cure is active. Vocal practice every day, head. But they can't say it out loud. They can't pronounce it. They can't find the rhythm. They can't speak fast or smoothly. Why? Because speaking is physical. Your muscles, your breath, your tongue all need training. You cannot run a marathon by only reading about running shoes, because they never practiced English like a spoken language. What is the 3X method? It's the most powerful method in the world for learning to speak English naturally. It's called listen, copy, speak. And you repeat this cycle 3 times a day, every single day. Let's break it down. Repetition alone is powerful, but combined with imitation, it becomes unstoppable. Listening carefully, copying exactly, then speaking freely. This cycle rewires fluency into your body. Step 1. Listen with 100% focus. You choose a video or audio, something short, real, and spoken by a native speaker. Not a grammar video, not a textbook, not a lesson, but a voice. A real person speaking English like they do in everyday life. Examples: a scene from a movie or show, a podcast clip, a YouTube short or interview, a TED Talk, small section. Your goal is not to understand every word. Your goal is to feel the heartbeat of the language, the pauses, the music, the emotion. Understanding will come later, but rhythm must come first. Your goal is to feel the music of English, the pauses, the emotions, the flow. Don't read subtitles yet. Don't try to write it down. Just listen and focus completely like your life depends on it. Step 2. Copy exactly like the speaker. Now play the sentence again. Close your eyes. Feel the sound. Then let your tongue mimic the same shape. Your breath match the same pause. Your emotion mirror their tone. This time, copy it word for word, tone for tone, emotion for emotion. If they say, "Hey, what's going on?" you say, "Hey, what's going on?" Not like a robot, not slowly, not, "Hey, what is going on?" but exactly how they said it with the same energy, rhythm, breath. Shadowing is performance, not recitation. The closer you mimic, the closer you step into fluency. This is how you borrow their natural voice. Speed, same emotion, same rhythm, same breathing, same pauses. This is called shadowing. And it's what actors, singers, translators, and even diplomats do to sound. Fluent in a new language? Why copying is so powerful? When you copy exactly, your mouth learns the shape of English sounds. Your ears become sharper, your tongue faster. Each imitation builds trust in your voice. Copying transforms hesitation into confidence. Because your body learns the patterns of fluency directly. Trained to hear natural flow, your tongue becomes faster, your confidence grows with every repetition, and most importantly, you start sounding natural, not mechanical. Even children learn by echoing their parents. Fluency begins with imitation before creation. Copy, then own. That is how every language finds its way into us. Native children learn like this. They don't read books at age 2. They copy their parents. You must do the same. Step 3. Speak without listening. Now, pause the video. Don't look at the sentence. Don't play the voice. Just say the line yourself from memory. Hey, what's going on? This is the test of courage. No support, no guide, just your memory and voice. Struggle here, and growth is happening inside your fluency. If it feels hard, that's good, because now you're building fluency. You're not just repeating anymore. You're reproducing. That's the real skill. When you produce words on your own, they become part of you. This leap from copying to creating is where learners become speakers, where practice becomes transformation. Use the 3X method daily. You stop translating in your head. Your pronunciation improves naturally. Your speed becomes faster. Your speaking becomes automatic, and translation fades. Rhythm rises. Words flow like water, not broken stones. Confidence grows, and English begins to feel like a second heartbeat inside your body. Your mouth becomes comfortable, just like a native speaker's. And you'll start saying things like, "That sounds right. That feels natural. That sentence flows." That's fluency, when instinct replaces doubt. You no longer analyze, you respond, no longer rehearsing, but living. That is when English becomes not learned, but owned. When fluency becomes your new identity, what should you listen to? Choose short clips, no more than 10 to 15 seconds per sentence. Perfect practice is not in quantity, but quality. A single powerful line, repeated with devotion, can transform your fluency far more than hours of scattered materials, movie scenes, Friends, Harry Potter, Marvel, YouTube videos, interviews, conversations, English podcasts, slow speed at first, TED Talks, 1 paragraph per day, storytime narrations, AI. Voice or native speaker. The key is to choose a voice you enjoy. If the speaker is boring, you'll quit. So, pick someone whose energy excites you, whose tone inspires you. The right voice becomes your secret mentor, guiding you daily towards sounding fluent, confident, and alive. Exciting. Someone who speaks clearly, someone you'd like to sound like. Example 3. X method. Daily practice plan. Morning, 7 minutes. One line from a movie. Listen or copy or speak. Afternoon, 5 minutes. One line from a TED Talk or short story. Listen, copy or speak. Evening, like brushing teeth. These short practices keep fluency clean and sharp. 3 sessions a day is not heavy, it is refreshing. It rewires your habits gently. 7 minutes. One real conversation clip from YouTube. Listen or copy or speak. Repeat this daily for 30 days and your mouth will be reborn. Secret bonus tip. When you speak, record your voice, then compare the original clip. Your version. Listen closely. Where are you slow? Where did your tone drop? Where did your rhythm break? These recordings are mirrors of progress. They show not perfection, but growth, step by step, day by day. Are you soft? Where did your tone change? Keep adjusting. This is how actors train for roles. This is how speakers rehearse for TED Talks. This is how you will become fluent from home. Mistakes people make with shadowing. They try to repeat long paragraphs. Start with one line only. One line mastered is worth more than 100 lines forgotten. Simplicity breeds confidence. Each mastered phrase becomes a tool ready to shine in real conversations. They copy the words, but not the emotion. You must match energy and tone. They rush at once and never return. But fluency comes from patience, like fitness. Results appear slowly, then suddenly. Returning again and again to one line is not failure, it is discipline, the soil where mastery grows. Slow, deep repetition. They stop after 3 days. The real results come in week 2, 3, and 4. Speaking fluent English is not a talent. It is training. Just like a runner builds endurance or a dancer builds rhythm, fluency grows in the muscles, not in hidden talent. It's a muscle memory. And muscle memory only comes when you do one thing. Listen. Copy. Speak again and again and again. Fluency does not arrive in a single session. It arrives quietly, after countless repetitions. Then suddenly, one day, your voice flows naturally. That day is born from today. Come when you understand something once. Fluency comes when you repeat it until it becomes your voice. So from today, don't just watch videos. Don't. Be silent in learning. Let your mouth move. Let your ears feel rhythm. Fluency grows only when English lives in sound, not just in thought. Just read subtitles. Don't just write notes. Speak out loud with power, with passion, with purpose. Because when your ears hear and your mouth moves and your soul connects to the sound, that's when English becomes your second skin. Use short, real voice clips from movies, podcasts, and videos. Match. Voices are bridges. Borrow them until your own voice grows strong. Then one day, you'll discover you no longer copy, you create, fluency has become yours. The speaker's tone, speed, emotion, and rhythm. Practice 3 times a day, even for just 5 minutes each. Record your voice to see improvement. This daily ritual is like watering a plant. Small drops, consistent care, and soon roots grow deep. Your fluency blossoms because you nurtured it faithfully, is how native speakers learn. And so can you. Part 5. Speak ugly. Fluency comes from imperfect action. Let's begin with the most dangerous lie. The lie of waiting until perfect kills dreams. Perfection never arrives. Action, even messy, is the only doorway to growth, courage, and true fluency. In the world of English learning, I will speak when I am perfect. So many learners say, let me fix my grammar first. Let me prepare forever, but never begin. Fear of mistakes is the cage. Breaking it open requires courage to sound ugly, to stumble, to be gloriously imperfect. Learn more words first. I'm not ready yet. What if I make a mistake? What if they laugh at me? What if I sound wrong? These fears are shadows, not reality. Every fluent speaker once spoke broken words. Laughter fades. Growth remains. Your courage is more powerful than judgment. They wait and wait and wait, and in the end, they never speak. Let's be honest. You're not afraid of English. You're afraid of judgment. The truth is clear. English is not your enemy. Fear of shame is. Kill the fear by speaking anyway. Silence feeds fear. Voice kills it. You're afraid someone will correct you. You're afraid someone will laugh. You're afraid you'll sound stupid. And because of that fear, you build a habit of silence. Silence is a prison with invisible walls. Every word you dare to speak is a stone removed, freedom earned, courage reclaimed. And the longer you stay silent, the harder it becomes to speak. That silence becomes a cage. And inside that cage, your dreams begin to die. Do you want to know what fluent speakers do differently? They don't speak because they're perfect. They speak because they are not afraid. Fluent voices are not flawless. They are fearless. They choose bravery over silence. Momentum over waiting. That's the only difference between you and them. Permission to try, of being imperfect. They speak even when their grammar is wrong. Their sentence is incomplete. Their pronunciation is shaky. Their accent is heavy. Their vocabulary is simple. Yet their courage makes them powerful. Fluency rises from mistakes, not from silence. Action beats fear. Effort outshines doubt. Always, always speak anyway. They speak anyway because they know. Confidence doesn't come from perfection. Confidence comes from permission. The permission you give yourself to try anyway. Let's call it freedom. Freedom to stumble. Freedom to mispronounce. Freedom to fail forward. This freedom fuels growth. Without it, fluency stays a dream. With it, reality. Talk about psychology. Your brain learns by doing, not just by watching. But when you stay silent, your brain thinks, I'm not ready. Your mouth forgets movement. Your courage shrinks. But the moment you speak, however imperfect, your brain rewires itself. We are doing this. We are growing stronger. Mouth forgets how to move. Your fear grows stronger and your English becomes stuck. But when you speak out loud, even with mistakes, even with broken grammar, you send your brain a new message. Progress is happening. Every attempt, though small, becomes proof you are no longer stuck with fear. Your brain says, oh, we're doing this. Let's get better at it. This is called active learning, and it's 10 times stronger than passive watching. Speaking makes memory durable, skills sharper, and confidence unshakable. Each attempt, ugly or broken, is more valuable than 1,000 silent lessons, more powerful than passive watching. Here's a method you must use every single day. Speak broken English. Speak ugly English. Speak anyway. Here's what it looks like. You don't say, "I would like to ask you something if you don't mind." Instead, you say, "I want ask." Action beats grammar. Courage beats vocabulary. Ugly English opens doors closed by silence. Every messy word spoken is a step toward beautiful fluency tomorrow. Okay, you free now. I know, understand. Say again, is the grammar correct? No. Does the person understand you? Yes. Are you using your voice? Yes. Are you training your fluency? Absolutely yes. Let's say you're in a store. You want to ask for a smaller size. Don't freeze in politeness. Don't wait for perfect grammar. Say small size you have. The point is not correctness, it's courage. Fluency begins with voice, not perfection. Overthink, like, "Excuse me, sir, would you happen to have a smaller size in this particular shirt?" Say this small size you have, or even just small size this. Now you spoke. Now you made contact. Now your brain is growing. That's what matters. Why ugly speaking is beautiful. Because mistakes are teachers. Ugly speaking builds memory, courage, and speed. Fluency doesn't reward the perfect. It rewards the persistent. Broken speech today becomes natural tomorrow. Trains your mouth. It builds your real-time response. It removes your fear of mistakes. It gives you fast fluency when it creates conversation confidence. Fluency doesn't mean fancy. Fluency means fearless. And fearless speakers start messy. Speak first. Fix later. Think of a child learning to talk. They say, "Me want milk. Go park now. No, eat this." Grammar broken, yet communication alive. That is the path. Speak first. Improve later. Never silence. Say, "Me want milk. Go park now. No, eat this." Wrong grammar, yes, but do they stop? No, they speak every day and grow naturally. They prove fluency is born from usage, not theory, like children. We must stumble bravely. That is how real language is learned and lived. Slowly they get better. You must learn like that child. Fluency comes from mistakes. Mistakes come from speaking. So, fluency comes from speaking. Here's the final truth. Your fluency is waiting for your courage. Speak today, broken or bold, and tomorrow you will be stronger. Silence is never the answer. You began this journey with doubt, but now you carry tools, mindset, and courage. Fluency is not a dream. It is built in daily action. So promise yourself, no 0 English days. Speak, repeat, record, and grow. If this touched you, subscribe to Read and Learn English, share with friends, and comment below. Question for you. Which method will you try first? Mirror talk, repetition, or the fluency zone? Tell us in the comments and inspire others today.